Hello and welcome to Haunted Montreal's Spooky Story Sessions. I'm your host, Holly Rhiannon, and today I'm going to tell you about the hauntings at the Wellington Tunnel. Here at Haunted Montreal, we bring you ghost stories every Saturday in both French and English. Before we get into today's story, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button so you get notified every time we've got a new tale to share. And hey, if you're already subscribed, a big thank you and welcome back. We're so happy to have you. Now, without further ado, let's get spooky. Hidden away just off Wellington Street, the decrepit and abandoned Wellington Tunnel is desolate and foreboding. Crumbling and graffiti-scrawled, the tunnel is strewn with garbage, and its hidden entrance is sealed off with concrete blocks and prison-like iron bars. The place feels extremely creepy and dangerous. The Wellington Tunnel was constructed in 1932 because the swing bridge from 1893 could no longer handle the heavy increase in now motorized car traffic. The tunnel was constructed with 4 passages, 2 for cars, 1 for streetcars, and 1 for pedestrians. Sometimes water flooded the passageways, making it dangerous, especially for the electric streetcars. On other occasions, locals would dump garbage inside, creating obstacles for traffic. The Wellington Tunnel was not well liked, with locals complaining about nasty fumes, horrible stenches, and strange foreboding noises when passing through it. After engineers detected dangerous structural problems in 1994, the Wellington Tunnel was closed and ultimately abandoned. It was then replaced with the current Wellington Bridge. However, while the tunnel's southern end was blocked off and its entrance buried, the northern entrance can still be visited. Today, the tunnel is used by people who know about its secret entrance. The homeless community sometimes uses it for shelter, and occasionally artists will host clandestine art exhibitions and illegal rave parties there. While the tunnel beneath the Lachine Canal is definitely spacious, it is also rumored to be haunted according to many of its users. Firstly, there are reports of a growling noise that emanates from within the darkness of the tunnel. According to one man who was contemplating sleeping rough in the tunnel, he heard what sounded like a large animal growling menacingly at him, so he abandoned his plan. In another instance, a new condo owner who was out walking her poodle discovered the tunnel's secret entrance. Curious, she and her dog approached the bars that seal the tunnel to have a look inside. Her poodle appeared suddenly nervous and began to whine. They then heard an animalistic growling noise coming from within the tunnel, prompting her tiny dog to go berserk and start howling. Disturbed, she dragged her upset poodle away, vowing never to return. Whether the growling noise is caused by paranormal activity or some sort of creature who has taken up residence in the tunnel is a matter of speculation. Secondly, a former resident of Griffintown who used to live across the street from the Wellington Tunnel reports the ghost of a man whose nickname was Bucket of Blood when he was alive. She recalls him traversing the tunnel from Point St. Charles to the Griff every evening after his shift at the slaughterhouse, always carrying a bucket of pig's blood for his wife to make blood pudding. Despite his retirement and eventual death, his spirit continues to haunt the tunnel and has been witnessed on many occasions, still carrying a bucket of blood. Third is the phantom of a nervous young boy wearing a black suit with his pants cut off at the knee. He has been spotted on several occasions in the vicinity. Reports have placed him inside the abandoned Wellington Tunnel, on the shores of the canal, and on the swing bridge located on an island in the middle of the waters. The ghostly boy appears to be anxious about something, as though he's late or in a rush. Usually when he's spotted, he begins running away and disappears into thin air moments later. The ghost of the little boy wearing a suit seems out of place and out of time among the abandoned industrial infrastructure. However, back in the old days, when the Griff was Canada's most notorious shantytown, it was not uncommon to see children wearing suits. In fact, formal wear was practically a requirement for church-going and religious functions during the days when Griffintown was booming and locals worship at the now demolished St. Anne's Church. Research has indicated that at around 9 p.m. on the evening of Tuesday, September 17, 1908, a little boy was attempting to cross the Lachine Canal from the south side by using the swing bridge. He was wearing a black suit with knee-length pants. The bridge was designed to swing 90 degrees to allow canal boats through, meaning cars and pedestrians had to wait for a ship to pass before the bridge swung back into place. When the boy arrived on the south shore, the bridge began to swing to allow a boat to pass. He jumped on the bridge to catch a ride across the canal. The bridge keeper didn't notice, as many pedestrians in a hurry would hop on the bridge as it began swinging to save time. They had to wait in the middle as the ship passed, and once it was through, the bridge began swinging back into its regular position, connecting both sides of the Wellington Street. Unfortunately, the boy attempted to jump off on the Griffintown side before the bridge had fully swung into place. Instead of landing on the street, he fell between the abutment and the bridge and was crushed to death before the bridge keeper could cut the electricity to the structure. When the bridge keeper realized what had happened, he swung the bridge back out again, and people pulled up the mangled body of a boy with brown hair about 13 years of age. He was wearing a suit, and in his pocket was a Montreal Swimming Club card bearing the name Arthur Carr. An ambulance brought him to the general hospital, but the surgeon on duty noted that the boy was killed instantly when crushed by the Wellington Street bridge. The dead boy was placed in the morgue, but nobody claimed his corpse. The most prominent theory about the haunting is that young Arthur Carr's ghost remained after the tragic accident that killed him so suddenly. He was probably in a hurry to get home to the Griff after attending some sort of church function on the other side of Point St. Charles, which may be why he was so well dressed. Sometimes, when a person is killed instantly, their ghost returns but is not aware that they're actually dead. As such, there is speculation that this is the case with the confused phantom boy. Perhaps the reason he is seen sometimes in the tunnel is that he is still trying to cross the canal after his ill-fated accident in 1908. And those are the three phantoms of the Wellington Street Tunnel. Are you a Montreal resident or perhaps a tourist who has experienced something strange in this location? If so, we'd love to hear about it. As always, we want to hear your theories about what could be going on. Thank you so much for stopping by. If it's your first video, we do hope you'll stick around for the next one. We post videos in both French and English every Saturday. If you'd like to learn more about the organization founded by Donovan King, it's all listed in the description below. Remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. We'll have a new video out next Saturday, but until then, stay spooky.